Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on? 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? If y'all can hear me, press 5 on your keyboards. Type the number 5. If you hear me loud and clear, live in the flesh, West Side baby. Type the number 5 if y'all can hear me. If we're coming in, if we sounding good, if we sounding live, you want me to raise my voice, let me know something in the comment section. Let me know something. 5, 5, whatever you like to call it. 1 2 3 4 5. Plead the 5th. Listen, pound for pound best, you sound ridiculous. Canelo talks too much shit and then runs and finally the DES. I don't know what that means. But listen, y'all gotta stop with that running shit. That sounds stupid as fuck. Listen, if I'm fighting somebody, it's not my job or obligation to make it an easier night. You gotta fight to win. Whatever that style is, whatever problems you present, oh well. Your opponent gotta figure it out. That's straight up. If I'm playing someone in a video game, I could do whatever special moves or Hadouken. I'm gonna keep doing it. If it's working, I'm gonna keep doing it. Shout out to Superman Hopkins. He said perfect time. I came at the perfect time for this live stream. I'm about to hit this road trip. Thanks, Ego. Yeah, see, Young Gun TV, that's my dude. Shout out to my guy, a regular in the Eagles Army, true soldier. Young Gun TV says running equals outbox, hit and not get hit. That's what I'm saying. You can say Canelo is a maricon, whatever you want, but all that running shit is dead over here. You know what I'm saying? We set the trends. We create the waves in the game now. It's a new generation. Me era, new media era. Eagles Army era. Listen, boxing is boxing. If you can't figure out your opponent, like Ludacris said, he said something like getting in a car accident, the name of my insurance is your fucking fault. That running shit sounds stupid to me. It always has. Oh, I couldn't hit him because he ran. Well, you the master of cutting off the ring, right? Niggas get shot every day, B. You tough, right? Killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a convenient excuse for why you couldn't execute what you planned to execute. It's that simple. Because there's been people who move more than Canelo and still got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So what's your excuse for that? How does anyone, so everybody who faced someone who runs or uses lateral movement, they should have never beat the person. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's not your job to make your opponent's night easier. Meldrick Taylor is way faster than Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., but Chavez stopped him. You know what I mean? You can say whatever about Richard Steele, but end result is he got stopped. So, you know, it's how the cookie crumbles. You can't tell Meldrick Taylor to turn off his speed, throw your punches a little bit slower. So why would you expect that from somebody who's trying different things or has a better defense and all that? Why would you think for 1 second that you could tell them what to do? Listen, I don't like orders. I don't like following them. I don't like when people tell me what to do in general. So, fight plan would be no different. You know what I mean? Figure it out. Oh well. Hold on, yo. I'm trying to attach something. Excuse me. What the fuck? I guess I'll worry about it later. It's really bothering me though. Sorry, this is bugging me. Life of a perfectionist. But that's how you ensure you get the results you want when you don't settle. I can't stop until I attach this one little thing. So make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. Shouldn't be long here. Perfect. We working. Fighter IQ, what's popping? New chair, new mic, we working. I told y'all I'm moving things around. We getting it cracking. Hopefully it enhances the viewing experience for you all. Happy Sunday, Daniel Cormier, and the new for all my UFC MMA fans. Yeah, man. We getting it cracking. We getting it popping. Smash the like button as you guys come in. I'm with you. I love boxing, all kinds of styles, but you have to back up your words with your hands and styles. Listen. What people say with runners, how come nobody says that with the power punchers? Why no one say, oh, Golovkin, mix it up, start fighting off the back foot. Hey, walk yourself onto the ropes and then try to sucker Canelo in and then counter him. Why is it just Canelo in this particular equation? Why is it just Canelo that got to do something different? If the fight's not going his way, tell Golovkin to fight off the back foot. Tell him to put his back on the rope and just be like this and then trying to catch Canelo. Try to set up a trap instead of just coming forward one-dimensionally. You know? And so it works both ways. You can't try to disable one person's game plan, but then you could do whatever you want. Golovkin hits hard. So therefore, people got to be cautious. You got to be smart in there with him. So, I mean, how can you fault someone? So it's either this guy has proven power. Like, Vanes Martirosyan. I met him, seems like a cool dude. But what he was putting on Twitter, from what I seen, was bogus. He just put a rant on Twitter saying Canelo is a cheat. That's a separate issue. I don't really care about that. People are going to feel how they want to feel about that situation. So I'm not even tripping off that. But he also said something, oh, fight like a man, you know, on some rush hour shit. Remember Chris Tucker was about to clap that fake Juntao dude with the little Cisco blonde cut, the little Simon Phoenix, and he didn't want to get shot right off the bat, so he said, put the gun down, fight like a man, fight like a man. You know what I'm saying? And then he tried to set Chris Tucker up and pop him. So you talking about put your gun down, fight like a man, and then you still try to sucker him and shoot him, and then Chris Tucker shot him. Wipe yourself off, you bleeding, right? So stop all that fight like a man shit. That shit don't work over here around these parts. Because like I said, Vanes Martirosyan, he put on Twitter like, oh, Canelo ran, he didn't fight like a man. Yeah, but he also didn't get knocked the fuck out in the second round. So, I mean, honestly, let's be real, people. What would you rather prefer? Beat Canelo and your face wasn't even that badly marked up, but you went 12. Some people had you winning, some people had you losing, some people said it was a draw, some people just said it was a close fight and don't know who to pick, right? Or got knocked the fuck out on all fours in the second round. The moment you have one good round in the first round, you even clip Golovkin, bop bop, and Golovkin was acting all crazy, right? And then he just said, fuck that, I'm gonna steamroll this dude. See, to me, that's kind of Golovkin's thing. He just feels like, oh, hey, I told you Golovkin don't like, to me, he don't like getting hit. And I know this sounds cliche. What do you mean, ego? You fucking idiot. Nobody likes to get hit. Yeah, nobody likes to get hit. But some people react different. Golovkin, to me, I've never liked his reaction because he pauses and he freezes. Like Curtis Stevens was even like catching him with some hooks and shit. And he hit him with some hard punches and even drove Golovkin back. He just couldn't sustain that. You know what I mean? Because he'd already got knocked down by this point and stuff like that. And maybe he's more limited in that department, skill, shorter, blah, blah, blah. But I've never liked the way Golovkin responds, especially if you have power, to a power puncher actually landing. You know, Vanes Martirosyan clipped him up and it's like he's almost offended. You know, he's almost offended that you stood up to him. And then what he tries to do is he tries to like almost bum rush you and like overpower you. Like, fuck that. Now I'm just gonna steamroll you. He did it to Kell Brook. But the thing is, he started looking sloppier with Kell Brook. And this is the thing. You guys, you motherfuckers, you can't beat me at this game. Because I'm here to analyze boxing, not to be a pom-pom cheerleader and say whatever. But Abel Sanchez he himself said Golovkin looked a bit sloppy in the Kell Brook fight. So you can't say I'm hating when his own trainer said this. So this is really almost public knowledge. Golovkin didn't look particularly great in the Kell Brook fight. And this has been substantiated and corroborated, backed up by Abel Sanchez. Please don't make me pull up the interview where he said it. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, if y'all want me to do that, pay me. Because time is money. I'll do it. If there's anyone who doubts me, pay me some money, and then if I'm wrong and I can't find it, then I'll pay you triple. So whatever we talk about, if it's $50, pay me $50 for my labor to go find that bullshit, because I know it exists. And then if I'm wrong, I'll give you triple. I'll give you $150. So that's how I have to do. At the big dog, y'all, we just have to involve money, because motherfuckers want to say shit, but then when the money come up, they don't want no parts of the bet anymore all of a sudden. But anyway, Abel said himself that Golovkin got a little reckless and got a little sloppy. So this is not, I'm not reinventing the wheel here. And the first round he hurt Kell Brook. Kell Brook was against the ropes, I think, and he got hit with something. I forgot what punch it was. Kell Brook was definitely hurt. Kell Brook, that woke up the fighter instinct in him, like, oh fuck, this man really hitting hard, sink or swim type of fight or flight mentality. Kell Brook came out educated, and that's what a lot of fighters do. Look at Bryant Jennings versus Luis Ortiz. I don't remember if Luis Ortiz dropped him in the first round, but I know he hurt him in the first round. Bryant Jennings came back strong in the second round, because these guys, Bryant Jennings is Philly tough. You know what I'm saying? Buff ass vegan Philly tough. These guys aren't just gonna go down. You know, Gabe Rosado, just different people like that. So in the Kell Brook fight, Triple G hurt him in the first round, and then Kell Brook started getting off in the second round, landing uppercuts, bow, fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? So he started chunking him, and Golovkin was getting his head bopped up and shit. Golovkin does tuck his chin pretty well though. But anyway, he was getting his head rocked up and all types of shit. And then Golovkin, then you seen him start getting mad, like, hey, no, God. And then he started trying to bull rush Kell Brook. Like, this motherfucker's too little. He's not going to withstand. And he was right, because he was able to stop using that method. He was able to stop the welterweight Kell Brook, right? That's exactly what he did to a 154-pounder in Vanes Martirosyan. He got clipped with a good shot. Seen Vanes wasn't playing no games, was really trying to come to fight. And then he just came out and steamrolled him and tried to bully him because he knew the guy was too little. But you notice he knocked Jacobs down in this, I don't remember what round it was, fourth round, third, I don't remember. I was at the fight, but he knocked Jacobs down. Why didn't he bull rush Jacobs? Because clearly he must have felt some of Jacobs' power, scene ability, and ring IQ. Why didn't he bull rush Canelo like that? Because once again, the age-old saying goes, styles make fights. Period. If you try to bully Canelo, it comes with the cost. It comes with the cost. You might get your ass countered. You might see, be looking up here and then an uppercut get shot up the middle you didn't see coming. So it comes with the cost. Same thing with Daniel Jacobs. These are the best names on Triple G's resume, and it's no surprise to me, at least, no surprise that they were his most difficult fights, right? See, and that's why in that department, I would like to see more separation from Triple G based on how HBO, ESPN, and everybody built him up. They said he was like this Goliath that nobody could harm. He was not a mere mortal and all this stuff. It made him sound like they even put him on pound for pound #1 list. Look at the previous pound for pound #1, Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather has been in several fights where he was not favored, and then he surprised everybody, or fights that were supposed to at the very least, be tough, and they weren't tough. Gotti, at the time, was supposed to be a tough fight for Floyd. It was in Gotti's adopted second home of New Jersey. See, I know my shit. Boxing Encyclopedia. It was in his adopted home of New Jersey or whatever, and Floyd was talking a lot of shit. Gotti might have even been like the guy who was considered a little bit bigger and shit. And then Floyd had a performance that's one of Floyd's best performances, clearly exceeded, because the fight wasn't even competitive like it was supposed to be. Or even better examples of dominations would be like Diego Corrales. That was supposed to be a fight where Floyd got knocked the fuck out. So from the pound for pound #1, and I don't even know if Floyd was ranked pound for pound #1 way back then in the Diego Corrales fight, you know, and he was still put on performances like that. Golovkin has never, to me, exceeded expectations against somebody that he wasn't supposed to. EJ Boxing Live, focus on your own bum ass channel. You can't fuck with the knowledge. Go worry about your own channel. Whatever it says you a boxing live channel, go worry about that. You steadily trying to correct me. Worry about you. Floyd Mayweather was not the pound. Everybody at the latter part of Floyd's career, everybody knew that Floyd was pound for pound #1. Why did people have Diego Corrales knocking out Floyd? Because he had a record of like 30-0 with 27 knockouts or something. He was almost 6 feet tall. So why was he not favored if he was #1 pound for pound? See how idiotic some of these dudes sound? These dudes sound like straight up idiots. Oh, Floyd was pound for pound #1. Floyd was not. He was still in the pretty boy stage. He wasn't money made. When he beat De La Hoya, probably after that point is where everyone kind of bowed down and said, all right, Floyd's that dude. And truth be told, he was pound for pound on like media lists, but a lot of people picked Ricky Hatton to beat him, Shane Mosley to beat him, Pacquiao to beat him. So even though he was pound for pound, that we all kind of unanimously knew that, there were still a lot of doubters. Oh, Cotto's too strong for Floyd and shit like that, especially at 54. Y'all got to step up your boxing knowledge, especially if you want to have a boxing channel. Fans, see, why I'm the people's champ is because I'm one of y'all. I'm a fan before anything else became a reality for me. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker trying to tell me that Floyd was the #1 pound for pound. Even though at that time, if we really go back in the history books, there were probably other guys who were on top, like Roy Jones Jr. You know what I mean? I don't know the exact date of the Diego Corrales fight, but how is he #1 pound for pound? You know what I mean? When you had De La Hoyas and other people at the time. Anyway, moving on. I see my shooter's already clipped him. You know, it's funny because like I'm definitely a humble person. I don't try to like big dog people and stuff like that. But it's funny that these dudes have boxing channels, but they always come to my shit trying to correct somebody and talk shit. Like, you should be that dude in boxing then. If you know so much and I know so little, then you should be the man. It should be like some Freaky Friday shit. So that's what I say. Focus on you. Worry about you. Anyway, Floyd, the bottom line is he has been against guys where he wasn't highly favored, he wasn't favored, and or it was supposed to be a competitive fight, and he pitched a shutout, a domination type shit. Juan Manuel Marquez, y'all can bring up this bullshit about, oh, he missed weight, which is true, but he was also coming off almost a 2-year layoff, so that kind of leverages out. It's not like he had been fighting and he was fresh, and it wasn't supposed to look like that. Marquez, any of his fights with Pacquiao, none of them look like that. Floyd dropped him and made him look silly in there. Why do you think Marquez wanted rematches with Pacquiao, but he never pushed for a rematch with Mayweather? Because he knew he wasn't fucking with Floyd. But when it came to Pacquiao, Pacquiao knocked him down more times than Floyd in the first fight only. He knocked him down like 3 times in the first fight, 1 time in the second fight, right? So despite all that, he was still trying to fight Pacquiao 3rd and 4th time. He was still wearing t-shirts talking about I beat Pacquiao twice and all this shit. But he didn't want no wreck with Floyd again. That's why they never fought again. Yeah, YouTube's been lacking. Smash the like button. I don't really know what to do. YouTube just, I don't know. Is there an algorithm or something? Stripe. You sound like a maniac. Why Wilder ain't rematching Ortiz? Floyd rematched all his toughest fights. Floyd's toughest fights, he rematched 2, unlike Pacquiao, who has like 12 different fights with like 4 people because he's the king of rematches. Second of all, Mayweather, his toughest fights were semi-controversial, depending on who you ask. Some people were saying Maidana should have got a draw or won. Some people were definitely saying Castillo beat him, so that's why he rematched him. Deontay Wilder, with your non-boxing knowing self, he knocked out his man, so there is no controversy. So what are you talking about? You're like, oh, why doesn't Wilder rematch Ortiz? See, you guys lack boxing knowledge. You guys truly do. What is the controversy if Luis Ortiz was dribbling and drooled on the canvas and he got knocked out, and he got knocked down a total of 3 times? Where's the controversy? Ortiz was very controversial. Bro, it was not controversial. It's controversial to you because you want it to be. He got knocked out. He didn't get knocked out? Bro, I'm about to put you in a hot seat. He didn't get knocked out. Yes or no? Did Luis Ortiz get knocked out? The motherfucker was spitting like this. That was Ortiz after he got knocked down. What are you talking about, bro? He just, drool came out of his shit. What are you talking about? Did he get knocked out? Yes or no? Hey, I'm not reading nothing. I'm not reading nothing until you answer if dribble was coming out of that man's mouth. I don't care if he got stopped after. Did he get stopped? Yes or no? Was drool coming out of his mouth and he needed a bib? Yes or no? I made that up? You about to get blocked, bro. Just answer the question. Did he get stopped? You said it was very controversial to you. I'm sure you found Ward Kovalev 2 controversial too. Because you motherfuckers be making shit controversial or trying to. We know when there's real controversy and when there really ain't. Once again, you have one, because I'm not holding up a stream for one person. Did Luis Ortiz get knocked down 3 times, knocked out, and he was drooling? Yes or no? Yes or no? I didn't say, he didn't get stopped. Block him. Hey, he refuses to answer the question. Disqualified. Block this man. T stripe stripe. 3 strike. Your new name, change the strike to T strike strike. Because you already got 2 strikes, you're about to get blocked. Listen, you refuse to answer the question. We're not playing this game. Shooters, clap T stripe stripe. Get him out of here. Get him out of my channel. See how they refuse to answer questions in the hot seat? They won't do it because they know the reality. They know the situation. Wilder wasn't controversial, the Ortiz fight. The only thing you could say is, oh, the ref should have stopped it in the 7th round. But look, he didn't stop it, and look what happened. The boxing gave us a great soap opera. You know what I'm saying? A big drama show, whatever you want to call it. Second of all, it's the ref's discretion if he wants to stop it. I've seen worse fights than that, to be honest. Wilder was hurt for sure, but I've seen way worse than that. Watch Dickie Eklund. See, I know my shit. Y'all not gonna play me like that. Watch Mickey Ward's brother, Dickie Eklund, versus somebody, and then he was teeing off, bah, 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 and the guy's head was going like this, and he was clearly like knocked out, unconscious. Wilder wasn't unconscious, and then he was just like bing, 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 and the ref didn't do shit. I don't know if the ref was eating lunch, texting his bitch, or what, but he didn't stop it. Dick Eklund just put scary knockout or some shit. Wilder wasn't in that type of day. He was like, his body language didn't look good. He looked a bit wilted. He was hurt, but it wasn't like that. Hey, block EJ Boxing Live again. I don't know how he came back. Block EJ Boxing Live. He came back again. Yeah, you about to get blocked. You see, I always try to get one in before they get blocked again. Listen, y'all can't fuck with me. He just said bum ass channel. Then why did you make a second account after you got blocked on your first account to come back if it's a bum ass channel? Why you act like a scorned guy who got rejected from a girl? Do you guys get what I'm saying? These dudes, that's why they can't beat me, because their logic makes no sense. You suck, your channel sucks, you have a bum ass channel, but you got blocked. You should be happy. You should be happy. You never have to come back ever again, but you do come back. Under a second account, you take whatever the labor is to make a second account, check your Gmail, verify it, whatever you have to do to start a new YouTube, and you come back. So we clearly don't believe you. He made another email for his new account just to get blocked ASAP. That's what I'm saying. It's a bum ass channel, but you keep coming back. So we clearly can't. Why did you block him? Catch the replay. We don't wait for bums around here. The game don't wait. The bus don't wait. The train don't wait. I'm not gonna revisit why you got blocked. If you weren't here for it, then catch the replay. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, back to Triple G. Triple G, to me, I haven't seen, against his highest level of competition, I haven't seen him produce dominance, separation. If you disagree, name a dominant performance from someone he was not expected to do that against with Triple G. Because I named several with Floyd, who was a known pound for pound #1. That's why I'm using Floyd. I can even use Pacquiao, because Pacquiao at a point in time was pound for pound #1 too. Name the dominant Triple G performance against someone he wasn't like highly favored to produce those results against. Do you think UFC is turning to WWE? I'm not worried about that now. I'm talking boxing. Shout out to D21519. You can't. Boss Red says none. That's what I'm talking about. Magic Johnson, I don't know what that has to do with anything. There isn't. See, that's what I'm saying. Floyd, despite how good and skilled he is, there's been performances where he exceeded expectations, or people thought the guy Zab Judah, Cotto, or Mosley, or Pacquiao, whoever, would beat him. Ricky Hatton even. You know what I mean? You have to go back to those timepieces, because I watched it. Me and my brother, I remember watching Ricky Hatton live with him, the Shane Mosley Floyd live with him. We watched all these fights live. You get what I'm saying? So that's just what the reality of the situation. But Triple G, I can't remember, for someone who's praised and they say he's the #1 pound for pound, I can't think of anybody he was favored to lose to, or it wasn't favored to beat, where he exceeded expectations. Even Canelo, even if you said he won, even if you had Canelo losing to Triple G, I'm good with that, that's fine. But neither one of them really showed much separation. Neither one of them did crazy good or put on a career best performance. You get what I'm saying? So even if you had Triple G winning the Canelo fight, guess what? It was competitive. I can name Floyd performances that were not competitive, really. And like, it's cool if a fight's competitive for 2-3 rounds, and then once the guy figures you out, he takes off from that. But that's not how the Triple G Canelo was. Canelo won some of the late rounds. You know what I mean? I'd have to go back and piece together what exact rounds they were, but I know he won some of them. He lost some of them too. So y'all failed to realize the truth, but y'all can't answer the questions. Name an opponent. David Lemieux. Was David Lemieux expected to beat Triple G? Because out of the big names, I would probably say that's probably his most dominant performance. But even yet and still, David Lemieux is a guy who had been stopped. And then after he got stopped by Marco Antonio Rubio, another guy Triple G beat, after he got stopped, he lost his very next fight after that. So he had 2 back-to-back losses. You get what I'm saying? He lost to Hoshim Alcine, who the Charlo destroyed, and Matthew Macklin knocked out in 1 round. See, I know my stuff. Y'all got to know this. I'm not on BoxRec, Wikipedia. I just know from studying the game and watching it. Mayweather versus McGregor wasn't competitive. Floyd carried McGregor. But even if you said it was competitive, what about the Canelo fight? That shit wasn't competitive. Shit hella blurry. What does that even mean? Tony Mosley. Stop asking stupid shit. I've never heard of this channel. New to it. Are you fair? Why would you even ask somebody that? Well, why don't you just watch and see what's being said? What kind of dumbass questions are y'all asking? I'm new to this channel. Are you fair? Just listen to what's being said and tell me what you disagree with. Like, that's like me going to a restaurant, being at the front door. Table for 2? No, I'm just gonna stand here. Is the food any good? Like, I mean, try it. What y'all asking me for? Mayweather Pacquiao was not that entertaining. Blame Pacquiao. Blame the slow motion. Blame the shoulder. Blame Freddie Roach for not making adjustments. Next. Yeah, he said it's not clear. Is anyone else have a problem? LOL, damn bro, I didn't mean no offense. I figures the chat would answer. But that's a silly question. That's all I'm saying. To me, it's a silly question. Hey, I'm new to this channel. Is it fair? Just listen to the content. Go check out some of the past videos. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying with this technological millennial age. People are afraid to do their own research. They're afraid to do their own research. Like, why are you asking people what they feel? Because their opinion might vary from yours. Do your that's all I'm saying. Do your own research. See what you think. Slightly blurry. Hey, can y'all see me? Some people are saying it's blurry. Blurry or clear? Let me know. Just type blurry or clear with this stream. Because I don't know why it would be blurry. It looks good on my end. Y'all in McDonald's playpen and shit, using a Wi-Fi at the bottom of them balls. Talk about it. It's blurry as shit. Y'all in the Aspen Mountains. Y'all in all kinds of weird shit. I'm in the Ozarks. It's blurry for me. Like, motherfucker, you in the Ozarks. That's why. Shout out to my shooter, DJ Yo. He said, I got the iPhone X. You good, fam. That's what I got. I'm on that X. I'm on that X like Malcolm. I got that iPhone X, John. Actually, man, we got all the phones. Which one you want? We got the 8. We got the X. Which phone you want? I'm Kevin Gates with it. I got 2 phone. 1 for the plug. We got 1 for the plug, 1 for the... Man, come on, let's get it. Someone said he got that Obama homeless people phone. Shout out to King Kong Ego. Can I get a shout out from Pakistan? You are famous here. I love you guys. Shout out to Pakistan. What part of Pakistan you from? I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. King Kong. Shout out. Oh my God. Someone said he's on a sidekick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you might have to. Damn, Ego is famous in Pakistan. Man, I'm like Khan out there. I'm like Amir Khan of the YouTube world in Pakistan, I guess. They say I'm sexy now. Hey, I'm like the Amir Khan of Pakistan now, they telling me. Eesh, 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 eesh. I'm on my eesh, eesh. Eesh, eesh, eesh. Eesh. Shout out to Kamal Oz, $2 super chat. You going to cover Abel saying Charlo does nothing for Triple G? Oh my God, yeah. Let's cover it right now since you brought it up. Great question. So Triple G, Abel Sanchez went to UFC 226 last night, and I believe they were answering some questions, and they said a fight with Ryan Murata of Japan is a possibility, but the person they prefer is Billy Joe Saunders because Jermall Charlo, what has he done, or something to the effect of that. I'm just paraphrasing. What has he done to deserve Triple G, and a win over Charlo deserves no credit or just whatever. Like, listen, shout out to that man, The Truth. Just like his name suggests, The Truth, Errol Spence, because I interviewed him, right? Someone said, spend some money on your graphics. You have like 140,000 subs. Once again, motherfuckers pocket watching. Spend some money on your... You spend the money for me. You do my graphics. How about that? Motherfuckers pocket watching. You come onto YouTube, there's a whole bunch of people in the boxing world that don't even have any fucking graphics, and you worried about what I'm doing. A straight pocket watcher. These motherfuckers is clout chasing, and it's so embarrassing. Worry about you. Or don't you have like 140 subs. Why you... What? These dudes pocket watching. You too, Tony Mosley. LOL, how much money does 140,000 subs make? Why you care? You can't spend it. You can't spend the money I accrue. Hey, EJ must be on that EJ, that Irk and Jerk liquor. Block him for the 3rd time. His name is EJ Boxing Live. Bow, rockabye, baby. DJ Yo. Oh my gosh, DJ Yo. Clapped him. Clapped him. Clap that man. Clap that man. Man, my shooter. Give my shooters a round. Just put the clapping emojis because we clapping. And we also giving a round of applause for my shooters who do a damn good job. Everybody clap. Just put the clapping emojis so my shooters know that you appreciate them for their duty and their service. Just listen, we're not gonna keep going until my shooters get some love. Get a drum or something. We need some clapping emojis right now in the comment section. You could put clap or you could put the clapping emoji. We gotta clap because we cleaning up boxing. Frank Castle style, the Punisher. We some vigilantes. Thank you. Oh my God. Let me just keep talking because people, why are you wearing sunglasses? How much money? I'm trying to talk boxing. I'm not trying to lose my core people dealing with you scumbags. You fucking dirtbag. Ugh, why are you wearing glasses? So Abel Sanchez said something to the effect of, what does a win over Charlo do? So they would rather fight Billy Joe Saunders. Listen, the jig is now up, and I'm gonna explain it. If y'all want me to break this down, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? If y'all want me to break this down, why the jig is up as far as it pertains to Triple G and what his team has advocated for years versus now, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm gonna break this down. And then if we have people that disagree, fine, let's battle it like true gladiators in the hot seat, because I know what I'm saying is truthful, and I know I could support what I'm saying. Let's see if you could do the same thing intelligently. All right, let me get them. Y'all, a couple more hell yes. I need 5 more hell yes. 1, couple more hell yes, and then I'm a body this whole argument about Charlo not being worth it and all this, and Billy Joe Saunders being a better fight. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, we working. We got action. This is why that doesn't make sense. 1, every hardcore boxing fan, and maybe even some of the casuals, the reason I say maybe is I don't know the extent of what the casuals know in general, but boxing fans by and large would give Triple G a ton of credit for beating Jermall Charlo. He's your mandatory, he's undefeated, he's a little bit taller than you, he has power, he has the confidence, he also has a good jab, right? He's athletic, him and his brother help push and motivate each other. He has a good trainer, he has a solid resume where he's a former champion at 154, beat guys like J-Rock, who also was undefeated. It was supposed to be like a big threat to his movement and his undefeated streak, and he passed that. So listen, we're not buying that. We're not buying that Charlo, you get there's no perks or benefits, or nobody knows Charlo. It's the same shit. Do you notice a pattern with Team Triple G? Same shit that they said with Erislandy Lara. So you can't fight Erislandy Lara because he can't sell, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do enough, his style's boring, whatever the reason was for that. But you can fight Vanes Martirosyan, who Erislandy Lara beat. Right? Make that make sense. How can you fight if Lara is all this and that, and all these reasons you can't fight him? How did you fight Vanes? Even in lieu of the Canelo fight not happening, because you could have fought your mandatory Derevyanchenko. Demetrius Andrade stepped up to the plate, so you can't tell me there weren't other great options for him to fight, right? So how can you fight the guy that lost to Lara 2 years before you fought him and hadn't been active, coming from the lighter division, but you won't fight Lara moving up from 54? And this was before Jarrett Hurd just knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one person. Andre Ward, another person. Oh, we'll beat anyone from 54 to 68. Ward was at 68. You were willing to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., willing to fight Carl Froch, right, at their weight, at 168. But when it comes to Andre Ward, he said, hey, no, Ward's too much for me now. Okay. Why? Explain that. And then now Charlo is another highly anticipated, fan-friendly fight that people want to see. Errol Spence told me himself that Triple G would rather retire. He says, I don't see Triple G taking on the Charlo challenge, right? I think he'll retire before that. And now Abel's coming out basically supporting what Errol Spence is saying by saying, I don't see it being likely because we'd rather fight Billy Joe Saunders. Another issue I have with this, we're going to just do the rundown because y'all know what it is. You got stripped for default of your championship duties and chasing a money fight with Canelo. Fact. You didn't fight Derevyanchenko when you decided to save the Mexican dates May 5th and put on your own non-Canelo Cinco de Mayo show. You fought a guy who was inactive coming off a 2-year layoff. In Vanes Martirosyan, excuse me. In Vanes Martirosyan, right? So you made that decision. The IBF said, okay, you clearly couldn't have prevented Canelo from his fault and him failing the drug test and that event being canceled. So we'll give you this exemption. We'll let you fight whoever. Even though this guy's not ranked, we're not going to sanction the fight because he's not a ranked middleweight. He's a 154 pounder. right? They try to get Jaime Munguia, another 154-pounder. Even though he's big and he looked good versus Saddam Ali, he's still unproven for the most part, right? And he was really unproven because when they were trying to fight him, it was before the Saddam Ali fight to even see what he can do, right? So, for default of your championship obligations and chasing the Canelo fight after and not promising that you'll fight Derevchenko within 90 days, come to some agreement, stage the fight, and not doing so, the IBF took your belt. So now you're trying to revert to the Billy Joe Saunders fight. At one time, Billy Joe Saunders fight made all the sense in the world because you had every other belt. You were like Thanos. All you needed was Vision's Infinity Stone, you know, out of his head. That was like the last stone Thanos had to get, right? So it made sense. But now that the IBF has stripped you, it doesn't really matter as much about unifying because you clearly showed that you're okay with being stripped or not unifying or losing a belt, further pushing you from undisputed. On top of that, Billy Joe Saunders is a very good fighter, but he's inconsistent. His performances are sometimes inconsistent, where he'll look really slick, really good versus David Lemieux, and then he'll fight Andy Lee, start off good, and then he just tapers off. Or he fought that guy that looks like Wolverine, that they call Wolverine, Berserker Barrage. He looked terrible in that fight, you know. Then he'll fight Willie Monroe and look solid. Then he's supposed to fight Mark Murray, pulls out twice with injuries. Now they're talking about him fighting Eubank or DeGale or whoever, right? So again, now you can't use the same, you don't have the same cushion that you could fall back, Team Golovkin, the same cushion to fall back on. Oh, we want all the belts, undisputed unification, because you already lost a belt. So even if you fight Billy Joe Saunders next, you still have to collect that IBF belt. So why'd you let him strip you of that belt as opposed to fighting your mandatory? So it is what it is, man. That's not a good look for Triple G to openly, him and his or not him himself, because Abel said it, but it's still a representation of the team. Abel's saying this. That shows that they have no immediate intentions, unless maybe the fans get involved and pressure the fight to fight Charlo. And listen, shout out to Boss Red 357, $2 super chat. I hear Triple G and Abel quacking again, bunch of ducks. Another reason is smash the like button. Hey, block EJ Boxing Live. I believe it's his 5th time coming back in here. Shooters, please block him. He is no longer allowed in my streams with that name. If he comes back on some name we don't know, that's one thing. But EJ Boxing, hey, he's back again. Someone just blocked him and he came back again. How is that? Hold on, let me block him. Okay, keep in mind, this is the same motherfucker that said that I have a bum-ass channel, and he's come back 5 times. 5 times. To come to my bum-ass channel. These dudes is stalker, I told you. It's like, like motherfuckers be, like, doing too much. And they quick with it, too. I gotta build this fucking account, I'll be back. You could have signed an autograph for Matthew. That's my little brother, man. He's only 6 years old. We waited in the blistering cold for you for 4 hours and you just said no. That's pretty shitty, man. You're like his fucking idol. He wants to be just like you. He likes you more than I do. I just don't like being lied to. Look, bust it, ha 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 ha. It's only fair to warn I was born with a set of horns and metaphors attached to my damn umbilical cord. Warlord of rap that'll bash your Honda Accord and crash into your Honda Accord with a 4-door Ford. These motherfuckers is crazy. Let's get it. He came back 5 times to the bum-ass channel. Anyway, we can't lose focus. I'm sorry, I see people asking different questions, but I gotta get through this. Triple G, you can't fall back on Billy Joe Saunders because even if you beat him, you won't be undisputed because the IBF is somewhere floating around. You know what I mean? They're still deciding if Derevchenko is going to fight Jacobs or whatever happens there. Shout out to Boss Red 357, like the Magnum, $2 super chat. EJ, that's Eddie Hearn. You pissed him off. LOL. man, I'm not here to piss people off, but there will be some casualties of war because we are an army, Ego's army. But yeah, man, you can't make that make sense. And then you can't say Charlo does nothing for you, but then be willing to fight Ryan Murata, who has a loss to Hassan Ndam. You know, even if you said, oh, Ndam shouldn't have won, he won. That's what the judges said. They said he won. And he has a loss now to that man. And I understand he probably has a big fan base in Japan. But we got to get back to boxing. We got to get back to, like, see, this stuff wouldn't be half bad if the excuses actually made sense. Like, if you just came out and said, oh, we want to fight a guy like Billy Joe Saunders because more money. We want to fight Ryan Murata because he has a big fan base in Japan. It will make more money, right? Then at least people would know the true intent. But you can't say we're not really checking for Charlo because his name doesn't ring bells. But then fight possibly a Ryan Murata because of his fan base, because his name ain't ringing bells despite his fan base. You know what I mean? Maybe in Japan it's ringing bells, but it's not ringing American bells, where this is the market that all boxers usually come to make a huge name for. And that's Golovkin himself came to America to make a name for himself. So it doesn't make sense. Listen to study why I would be mad. Listen when Abel Sanchez was talking about why his team or Triple G shouldn't fight Erislandy Lara, which to this day he still hasn't fought, and Lara was calling him out. So once again, nobody, this is at a time where Triple G's team is proclaiming that they're the best. Nobody wants to fight him. Everybody's ducking. Lara was like the only person, smaller division or not, that was actively and aggressively calling him out in multiple interviews. And then you say, man, we can't get no fights. Everybody's ducking us. And then Lara's like, ooh, pick me. And you're like, who is that? Oh, Lara, nah, we ain't fighting him. How does that make sense, people? Oh, he's boring. Okay, fast forward to the future. Jermall Charlo is your mandatory, right? If you keep your belts in the Canelo fight, he's your mandatory, and you already have Abel setting the stage, telling you how pretty much they're not interested in fighting a Charlo because it does nothing for him. So you can't use the boring shit with Charlo, because he's clearly not boring. No matter what you think about Jermall Charlo, he's not a boring fighter. He's not just someone that gets on his bike and, you know, you know what I mean? He's not boring, so you can't use that. So what do? Revert back to, it's like a playbook of excuses that all fighters in the history of ducking and the history of excuses come up with. This guy doesn't sell. Who is he? His style sucks. It's boring. You know what I mean? It's just always something. Crazy thing is, I think Triple G had a strong chance to beat Lara, but he didn't take the challenge. So I don't know. Maybe Lara would have beat him. Or see, this is the thing. I think Lara has the ability, even if you beat him, to possibly get off, make you look vulnerable and shit like that. So they're looking at it like, why should we fight Lara? Because he's not going to be the most money in the division. He has the ability to beat us and or at the very least make us look bad and sloppy. So we'll just say a bunch of stuff why we shouldn't fight him. And then now there's Charlo, who's the antithesis of Erislandy Lara. He's not as old as Lara. He used to spar with Lara, so he's skilled. They're both champions at 154, but whereas Lara stayed at 54, Charlo has already moved up and become a mandatory and has 2 fights or so at 160. He's not boring, and yet it's still another convenient excuse why to set the tone early, because you know fans are clamoring for Triple G Charlo, why Charlo doesn't deserve it. Shout out to the red $2 super chat. LOL, Charlo doesn't sell, but he just fought who? Vanes Martirosyan. That's the third point that I was gonna make. I actually forgot it because it's too easy. Third thing is, Charlo doesn't sell, but you fought Vanes, who, what? Out of sight. Boxing is out of sight, out of mind. Nobody's checking for Antonio Margarito, Kermit Cintron. At one time, they were popping, but out of sight, out of mind. They haven't been fighting frequently enough for people. Like, it's like, remember the heavyweight Seth Mitchell? He's been gone so long. No, James Kirkland, these guys have been gone so long. Nobody's really worried about them right now. You know what I mean? Where's Seth Mitchell? Where's James Kirkland been? Does he fight? Does he care? Is he with Ann Wolf? Is he, you know, people don't know. So out of sight, out of mind. You fought an out of sight, out of mind fighter in Vanes Matarosen, but have the audacity to say an active Charlo, who both brothers are gaining more fans as they go, looking special, looking impressive, looking like they're growing. I really feel like Jermall, I watched his fight, both of them, because they were on the same card. When Edeslandi Lara beat Vanes, who Triple G decided to fight, I was at that card. I covered it as media. And then Charlo Jermall fought against John Jackson, Julian Jackson's son. Struggled a bit, but then got it done and knocked him out as soon as he hurt him good. Then Charlo, the other one, the bigger Charlo, Jermall, beat Austin Trout in a tough fight. I think they both have grown since that time because I've seen it. I've covered Charlo fights then, and I've seen them more recently. They're in the zone. They got momentum. Shout out to D21519, $10 super chat, Shmoney gang. You know it's real when the super chats start looking like Sunny Delight. We got soda, grape stuff, Sunny D. That look like Sunny D to me. Shout out to D with the Sunny D super chat. That yellow joint, looking like some mustard. Showing love and respect to Ego and the army. Boxing heads in the chat do the same by hitting the like button. Hashtag new media, hashtag Ego Army, hashtag LDBC. Yeah, I like that. Smash that like button. I think that's a great idea. So the fans aren't going to be bamboozled. I told you, it's a new era of boxing coverage. People are not falling for that. Whoever could get mad, but the fans see it. Lada doesn't sell and he's a runner. Okay, you didn't want to fight him for that reason. Why'd you fight Willie Monroe? Or even fast forward to the future. What's it? Why don't you want to? It doesn't sound like you're interested in fighting Charlo. He's not a runner, right? He's not a runner. He's not boring to watch. He's developing fanfare, right? Charlo's and Chris Brown, a very popular singer, are boys. They hang out. You know what I'm saying? So they're affiliate. I remember it made headlines when Charlo got robbed. He got his bag stolen when he was going in on Broner and Gervonta Tank Davis. All those videos that people were doing were going viral. So they're definitely up in their profile in recent memory. So what is it now? Charlo will beat the dog piss out of Lil G. Y'all tripping. But listen, that's what I'm saying. So it's always these convenient excuses. You know, and then like I said, you can't even fall back on the Billy Joe Saunders angle because you let them chasing Canelo ass, his clenbuterol ass around. You let them take your belt. So now a fight with Billy Joe Saunders, who cares? Billy Joe Saunders, like I said, he pulled out of his last 2 fights. Why would you Charlo got someone pulled out of his fight and postponed it. Hugo Centeno. Hugo, that's my dude. Shout out to him. But they were supposed to fight on the Wilder Luis Ortiz card, but Hugo Centeno got injured. So you don't see Charlo pulling out of fights with injuries and stuff. He's been obviously taking care of his body and stuff, and injuries haven't plagued him like a Keith Thurman or other people. Billy Joe Saunders, he got injured with something. It's spinal. And then he got injured. He said his pelvis broke or something, whatever, and then the Martin Murray fight got scrapped. So now you mean to tell me Team Triple G would, even though it's not a fight for undisputed, now they want to fight Billy Joe Saunders? Boss Red 357, $2 super chat. Shmoney gang. Triple G likes stationary boxers with no power. Oh my gosh, this shit is funny. And my shooters be clapping. We don't even got to say nothing. We just move on. He already got clapped. He got what he had coming. Charles Martin's fighting Adam Kanowski, I think, on the Danny Garcia, Sean Porter card. But they're pushing it back to September, I believe. So yeah, y'all gotta start making this stuff make sense in the boxing game. You gotta make it make sense. You can't make all these rationales and reasonings for other people. This is the same thing with Joshua Wilder. Everybody has this Willy Wonka golden ticket to the chocolate factory, but Wilder got to do 50 push-ups. Then he has to prove that he can sell more than 14,000. He has to sell out a stadium. Then he has to break up with his girlfriend. Then he has to pay P. Diddy's child support. It's all a bunch of like shit to prolong it, and loopholes and hurdles and stuff that certain fighters have to go through. Charlo said, man, I was at his fight. I covered as media, people. I covered it. His last fight where he knocked out Hugo Centeno Jr. He was like, yeah, wear Triple G. Lines only. I'm ready for them 3 Gs. Yeah. You know what I mean? He said something like that. So he got the charisma, he got the villainous, he called you out. And only in boxing do you have old media who praise guys and they're not doing what the other guys that they're not praising are doing. Who doesn't see this? That's why y'all should be blessed and feel fortunate that you got people like me. You got new media on the case. You got Ego's Army, right? How is it that nobody on ESPN on the panel is saying that Errol Spence is #1 pound for pound? Nobody on the ESPN panel, and when I say nobody, I'm just saying collectively. Like if you look at their finalized, published, frequently changing pound for pound list, they never have Errol Spence #1. They never have Terrence Crawford #1, right? They never have Wilder in the top 3, right? Yet you got these guys who are Americans, where a lot of these big boxes or whatever are based out of, where they were founded in America, and instead they'll give a foreign guy credit, which is cool. I have no problem if you're not from America, but they'll give a foreigner credit, and they're, in addition to that, they're not even doing some of the same things or responding in the same way that the guys that you're not giving credit for are responding. Listen, we'll play a game. We'll play a game. I know what I'm saying is true. Do you? If y'all want to play this game will lead to a hot seat, unless there's some chicken shit cowards on the old media side that don't want to show their face. But if they show their face, I promise you'll see a body. If y'all want to play this game right now to just back up what I just said, I'll give y'all some real-time examples. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah for the congregation? We about to have a game night, game day. Game day. I ain't talking NFL. Let's go. This is Ego Sports. Just like EA Sports. Ego Sports. It's in the game. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play the game. All I ask is that y'all are the referees. So whoever we get in the hot seat, y'all could be the referee. All I ask is when we play this game that it's fair. Ego Sports. It's in the game. I like that. All right, let's play it. Let's play the game. And let's see who disagrees, and then we'll see what they're talking about when I put them in the hot seat. Name one person that has, because we'll just use one example. One person that has called Errol Spence out. One person. Name one person that has called Errol Spence out and said, I want to fight that man. That hasn't happened. So a fight that they've called him out, but the fight hasn't happened. I said that the fight hasn't happened, so obviously the Kell Brook, if you watch boxing, that doesn't apply because he fought Kell Brook and beat him. Made him take a knee. All right, most of you guys are putting Mikey Garcia. Let's get him. I talked to Errol Spence myself. I have the video. I asked him, what do you think about the Mikey Garcia? He's calling you out. Do you think he's serious? He's like, I don't think he's serious, but if he is, line him up. That's what he told me specifically, right? And then I asked him again, or I don't know if I asked him the second time. I asked him in Vegas, but I was at his last fight in Dallas, right? I asked his last fight in Dallas, or me or somebody else asked him, oh, what about Mike Garcia's calling you out? Amir Khan's calling you out. Errol said, they all got Al number. They got Al number, man down. The same type of approach. So he said he's with it. He said, line them up, man down. They have Al's number. They got Al number, man down. That was how he reacted. Now, let's switch gears. Jermall Charlo, also a Texan, just like Errol Spence. Jermall Charlo called out Triple G. What has the response been from the Triple G side? What are the headlines reading in regards to Charlo calling out Triple G and what Triple G side has said to acknowledge the call out? Shout out to J-Dog. He's not big enough. He's not a big enough star. Nada. Shout out, nada. He's boring. Who has he fought? He's not good enough. He's being disrespectful. Shout out to Ricky Williams. He clearly watches boxing because that's literally something Abel said. Oh, he called us 3Gs. He's being disrespectful. I'll make him wait. He talks too much. Exactly. See, y'all wanted to play this game. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all wanted to play it. Now, who disagrees? Who heard Triple G say, no, Charlo, I'll beat his ass. No lying. Something like that. When did Triple G... Actually, Triple G post-fight, they asked him, they're like, who do you want to fight? And he didn't. I was at his last fight, too, with Vanes. He didn't really call nobody out or nothing. And then Max Kellerman asked him about Charlo. And he's like, no, I'm ready for everybody. Charlo's directly calling you out. And you talking about you ready for everybody. We don't care about everybody because everybody might not be directly calling you out. Charlo's calling you out. You know, like when I talked to Errol Spence and we asked about Amir Khan, or I asked about Amir Khan, he said, I'll fight him. Man down, call Al. Asked him about Mikey, call Al. Man, line him up. He didn't say, oh, I'll fight anybody. He said, them specifically, man down. So what we really talking about? Shout out to Boss Red 357, $2 super chat. The black channels, they always disrespect Triple G. Yeah, it's not about disrespect. It's about what's reality. You know what I'm saying? And I know you just said that jokingly. I'm just saying, like, this is what they try to do. The black channels, they all hate Triple G. No, if no one hates him, but somebody counter that, right? Somebody counter it. Even if you look at fights with like Danny Jacobs, Charlo. Jacob said he's with it. He said he walked up on Charlo. He said, what we doing? We doing the Twitter thing? You ain't touch M's. We can get it, right? Charlo said the same thing. He said, all right, cool. Lions only, bet. We can cancel our fights right now. We can cancel our scheduled fight. Look at Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. They both have said, like, you know what? I think the fight will be built, but I'm with it. Line them up. We definitely gonna meet. We definitely gonna meet. We definitely gonna fight. That's what both Crawford and Errol Spence said. You know what I mean? They said, Errol Spence said something like, I'm going to handle the Showtime side, but we definitely going to fight. We going to line that up. Crawford said the same thing. He said there'll be some promoter issues, so it's going to build up, but we going to link up and we going to fight. And Terrence Crawford even challenged Errol to a basketball game or something beforehand. When did we hear Triple G say that about Charlo? Who's calling him out? Line that up. Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah. Call Tom. Call Tom, Charlo. Okay. Lions only. Okay. Call Tom. I'll give you his number. Hit me in the DM. Hit me in a private message. What line? When do we hear that? Exactly. Now who wants to counter that and tell me that Triple G, his side, somebody from his side, was really pushing and not saying all the things that's wrong with the Charlo fight, and they were really sounding like they want to fight Charlo. The crazy thing is, the analogies that I just gave, it further proves my point, because Charlo is a mandatory for Triple G. So whether you like him or not, if you want to abide by the WBC's rules, which you never had a problem with abiding by the sanctioning body's rules before, then you would want to fight him, unless you want them to possibly strip you. Mikey Garcia is not Errol Spence's mandatory. Amir Khan is not Crawford Spence's mandatory. No one calling out Charlo but Hurd. False. Demetrius Andrade said he'll fight him. And then Hurd also called him out. He's a new champion. I have an exclusive interview with Jared Hurd. He said, I'll fight the one in my division, then I can move up. You gonna want revenge, and I'll take on the other Charlo. That's what he told me. So look at the demeanor, look at the attitude. And these motherfuckers, all they can say is, the black channels, they just like black fighters. They hate Triple G. No, it's not about hating. This is what the reality of what people are saying. Prove me wrong. Let's go. Fight like a man. Fight like a man. Let's go. Where the real gladiators at? Somebody who's mad and seething right now because of what I said, which is truthful. But you tell us your truth. Who wants to step up to the challenge? You know the rules in the hot seat. We'll do it civil. We'll do it how you want it. How you want it. Toe to toe. All right. We'll battle toe to toe. You name your point. You make it out of my round, and then I'll be forced to rebuttal. So who disagrees? We'll do it how you want it. Like Bird, have it your way. Can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. Nobody, everyone just agrees with me and shit. But see, this is what I'm saying. If I were to make this same topic in a video, where the video is not a live interactive video where I could talk to y'all one by one, you know what I mean? See different comments in real time, then it's a whole bunch of gripes and, oh, the black channels, they hate Triple G. Why do they not like Golovkin? He did nothing wrong. Triple G likes chitlins too. He also likes Kool-Aid and watermelon. Like, the stupid shit. It'd be all stupid shit. But then when you have the opportunity to interact with the person live in the flesh, direct in real time, you know what I mean? Why do these blacks not like Golovkin? He likes Tupac. Like, what does Tupac got to do? That's how the racist motherfuckers be talking and shit. Golovkin likes one of his favorite foods is fried chicken. He likes it. Like was that supposed to be relatable to blacks and shit? Like, oh shit, you like fried chicken, so the fuck you talking about? That's how the racists talk. The black Why do they not want our help? We're just looking for a little bit of support. Golovkin loves Soul Train. Like, what the fuck does Soul Train have to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be disrespectful. Golovkin loves Don Cornelius on Soul Train too. He likes to Kiki, do you love me? Do you like he likes Kiki too? Like, what the fuck is Kiki? Kiki, do you love me? Do you do you never love? Like, what the fuck is Kiki? Like, you try to get blacks on your side and shit? Kiki, do you love me? Do you need me? Do you never really like? Kiki ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. Stop trying to relate. Like, yeah, I'll say some token black racist stereotypes. That'll get them on my side. Yeah. Why do the blacks not like Golovkin? They have bad credit. Golovkin has bad credit too. Like, like Golovkin has bad credit. So the blacks are supposed to relate to that. All blacks have bad credit. That's what you're telling me. Golovkin's credit score is like 007, James Bond. Like, his FICO score sucks too. Like, oh, okay. Go Golovkin. He has a bad credit score. Power to the people. That's how these stupid ass racist trolls be talking. Why do the blacks not like him? Blacks and Mexicans hating on Golovkin. Golovkin loves hot sauce. Like, what does him loving hot sauce have to do with boxing? Like, really? Because he loves Tapatio. He's Mexican stuff. Like, please stop. Tapatio, credit scores, Soul Train, none of that has nothing to do with it. The boxing voice makes this guy look like he's in a sandbox. I don't even know if that's an insult or what, but shout out to the boxing voice. I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. You sound stupid as fuck. The boxing voice makes Ego look like he's in a sandbox. See, that's how they try to turn people. They try to turn people. I'm not boxing voice. They do their thing. So, like, I don't know what you expected me to say that. I don't even know if it was a diss, to be honest. No, somebody already blocked him. He said, I'm in a sandbox. What the fuck are you even talking about? We on recess right now? He sound like a hater. These motherfuckers be hating. You already know what that is. Listen, I posted. I told you I'm a prophet. I predicted this shit. I predict shit before it happens, man. Look, this is what I just posted on my Instagram. When people you don't even know hate you, that's when you know you're the best. That's the quote. Very simple and direct. Look, this is on my Instagram. When people you don't even know hate you, that's when you know you're the best. I must be the greatest. I shook up the world. I must be the best. I'm too pretty. I'm too fast. That's how I know I've already conquered this game. Oh, ego, be humble. Shut that soft ass shit up. I must be the greatest. Shout out to my dude, Aaron. He said, I'm from the Boxer Voice and I watch the stream more than any other out there. See, shout out to Aaron. The Black Channel. They watch Ego. I shook up the world. These haters is ugly. They so ugly the sweat drip backwards to stay away from the face. They so ugly. Howard Cosell. Let's get it, man. We working. I'm just getting started, people. Smash a like, but we just getting started. Shout out to the Red. He's been donating all day. Old Media. He said, blacks don't sell. Facts, the highest selling and grossing boxer is black, shaking my head, but new media is biased and racist. $5 super chat, and he dropping gems. Why can't the Boxing Voice and Ego both be good at what they do? People want to pit channels against each other on some Bloods and Crips shit. That's just them trying to create turmoil. We are both good. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own lane. You know what I mean? And you know the ones that is winning and the ones that aren't. So like I said, gang. We do what we do over here. Shout out to the Boxer Voice. Nessa, my dude. You know, they wanted me to, like, this is a long time ago. Like, long time, like when I first started. Ness reached out to me. We had a phone call. And they were trying to get me to work with them and be their West Coast dude. But, you know, just politicking. I had my own shit going on, you know. But shout out to them. And you notice the other thing is why they trying to divide and conquer and pit channels against each other. Notice the message is consistent. Like, let's say Joshua Wilder. The top grossing channels in YouTube that have a voice, that have commentary regarding the Joshua Wilder. I could be wrong, but I'm talking about top channels. I'm talking about you got 60,000, 50,000 or better, right? 50,000 or better subs. So top channels, right? Ask them about Joshua Wilder. What are they saying? You know, ESPN, Dan Rayfield, he already told you what he feels. He already feels that Eddie Hearn, they offered a bullshit low blow. My channel, DBN, right? The Boxing Voice. And I haven't even seen all their videos, but I've seen enough to know what the output is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, DBN, the Boxing Voice, 7-8. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me, why are all the top channels that are doing the best that have a? I'm not talking about motherfuckers who don't have a voice, who just film and all their content is predominantly footage of fighters and interview. I'm talking about people who get out there with the fans, talk, network, politic, shit like that, right? Those channels. Look at the Joshua Wilder. Why are they all in unison right now? Why are they all in unison? Top channels. Like I said, name a channel doing better than me that's saying the polar opposite. I'll wait. And if you're saying the polar opposite and it's your truth and everybody believes it, then you should be slaughtering me. It's that simple. Chewy L, this would be a great sub if it wasn't so biased. You picked the right name because you just got an L. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, but you got that L. Everybody put your L's up for Chewy. I can't lose to a motherfucker named Chewy. You a hater. Chewy a hater. So just like your last name, you collect your L. Who else? Who won next? So why are these other channels not slaughtering? Why are they not killing? They should be killing. See, but in fact, the reality of the situation is they want to fuck around and bring down the people who are doing better than them. They want to name drop constantly. They want to diss. They want to dismiss. You know what I mean? They want to diss and dismiss bars. I said they want to diss and dismiss. Shit, we say dismiss it. They want to diss, put our names in the title. You don't see me doing that because I don't watch their shit. I don't know what they doing. You know what I mean? I only get overflow from what the fans say, you know, because I'm a people's champ. So I do listen to my community. I do listen to fans. You know what I mean? All these motherfuckers, oh, I see little bullshit. The Wilder voice, but you're not proving them people wrong over there. You calling the boxer voice the Wilder voice and all this stupid shit, but you can't prove what they're saying wrong, it don't sound like. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of name call. Oh, ego, bias ego. Okay, step in the hot seat. We'll get to the bottom of it real quick, but they don't do that. I told you, I'm the Roy Jones of this shit. I'm Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Julio Cesar Chavez, Prince Nassim, who else? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, all rolled in one. I'm everything you ever hated or loved, rolled in one. Didn't I just say that? That's what it takes sometimes. You take something from me, I'm coming to get it back. Now, if you beat me, I say, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get it back. But if you take it honestly, I'm coming to get back. Boxingego, didn't I just say that? We the top channel. Can't nobody do what we do. Didn't want to do this, but y'all made me. Oh yeah, Tupac too. Yeah. I'm Andre Ward too. Yeah, I got that Bay Area blood in me. Yeah. Didn't I just say that? But anyway, smash the like button. We just working, getting this work off. You know, it's like a trap house the way we get the work off. It's like vacation time the way we get the work off. Oh my gosh, bars. I said it's like vacation time the way we get work off. The way we get the work off. Bars, let's get it. Vacation time, work off. Y'all ain't advanced. Y'all gotta open up your minds. Like Quado said, open your mind. Open your mind. Quade. Open your. Let's get it, people. We just having fun with this game. Quade. Start the reactor, Quade. Didn't someone just come in and just clap Quado, just bow bow? he was in the middle of talking and shit. Total Recall's my, hey Vinny, what the fuck did it do wrong? Listen, now I see some of y'all trying to turn this whole thing. There's a lot of great channels, you know. You guys trying to pit channels against each other. Let them do what they do. I do what I do, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, this channel. Oh, whatever. I do what I do. Shout out to Quado. What else is there? Oh, here's the other thing. Aside from the channels who are drastically, it's like they wait for me to do videos just to say the opposite of what I'm saying. But we'll see how far. Remember when Eminem said on 8 Mile, he said, we'll see how far them white jokes get you. You know, we'll see how far that gets you. Doing that. We'll see how far that gets you. Just trying to be different and say the opposite. Because we winning and we keep getting shit right. Death Row East. Believe it. Do you believe in God? Then believe in Death Row East. You know what I'm saying? Believe in that. That's why I know why they mad, you know what I'm saying? Other channels, because they can't be their own boss. They can't succeed at what they at this. You know what I'm saying? I don't work no regular job. I work for me. You know what I mean? Other motherfuckers, and That wasn't always the case. I had to work for that. But the people appointed me. You know what I mean? Like Nas said, y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0. Y'all know it's Nas though. Y'all appointed me to bring boxing justice, but I ain't 5-0. Y'all know it's ego. Let's get it, man. Made you look. Now you a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Let's get it, people. But I see, you know, you think you have the correct message. You want to say the opposite of what Ego Army is saying, what New Media is saying. And then at the end of the day, you keep getting proven wrong. You got to go to your cubicle. You got to go to your job. You got to go to Burger King, wherever you work. Punch in, punch out. HR fucked up your paycheck, so you got to talk to human resources like, hey, man, I was here on Monday. I worked. Oh, my God. What do you mean? I came in the day after 4th of July. I worked. Why is it not my check, man? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not, you know, having a job is great, but don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate it because you can't do it. You can't be self-sufficient. Don't hate on the next person that is. That's all I'm saying. I've had jobs my whole life, but these motherfuckers want to hate, and then on top of that, can't get nowhere with what they doing with their own vehicle. That's the issue. But take care of your family and stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of boss talk. Hey, man, I came here July 5th. I stopped watching the fireworks early, and I'm still missing the money on my check. Bill collector's calling me. That's the only song I'm listening to. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mr. Bill Collector. So I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand why you would be mad. Who's dirty? Who's... I don't even know what Tony's talking about to put him in the hot seat. Classic crab mentality, Ego. It's a shame people can't even get past their hate and envy. I agree. Do you notice I don't hate on people? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't just be like, oh, you know what I mean? This channel sucks. I don't really do that. I like what I like. Y'all like whatever y'all like. Hopefully you support what we doing over here. And that's it. I don't got to put a bunch of people in my title just to let y'all motherfuckers know that I don't fuck with their message. I don't like their channel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when people... they come to my channel talking about, this channel blows, dude. I'm fucking out of here, man. I'm fucking gone. I'm unsubbing. I'm unsubscribing. I hate your channel. Everything about your channel sucks. This is the worst live stream I've ever... I'm unsubbing, man. Like, you don't have to do all that. Just listen. If I want to stream somebody's talking some bullshit, I'm out. I don't got to warn nobody. I don't got to tell no. It's not like you're in a building with a bunch of innocent people and their fire breaks out and you want to warn them. Like, if you unsubbing, you unsubbing. You know, we got almost 140,000. I think we'll be good. We work for this. All right, Tony Mosley, I tried to give you a chance, but now I got to put you in the hot seat. You've been saying dumb shit all day. How did Ellie get put on blast? I don't get that. All right, we got a hot seat, people. He says, I think Wilder's dirty with rabbit shots. Ward and B-Hop are similar types of dirty. And I think Badu Jack was throwing plenty of low blows in his last fight. Why y'all mad about that chill? There ain't no chill. Not with the Army. You in the hot seat. Bro, boxing, like, you clearly have a lot to learn about boxing. Yes, there are certain little veteran boxing tricks that are dirty. But you notice how you just named all black fighters? You know what I'm saying? You said, let's go through it. Deontay Wilder, the black channels, Andre Ward, biracial, but you know what I mean, he identifies with black. Bernard Hopkins, Badu Jack. You named all the dirty shit, and everybody dirty had to be black. But when Cotto, shout out to J-Dog, I was just about to say that. Cotto, right? Listen, Tony Mosley said, I'm black, Ego. You want white fighters that are dirty? Salido. So he's Mexican, but whatever. I just find it ironic. See how they have to announce that they black, which we don't believe. I'm black too, by the way. So every fighter you named was black. Amir Khan sometimes uses his elbows, right? Salido, just watch the fight, you know what I mean? Sometimes missing weight and just watch the roughhouse tactics. It's not a white black thing. It's anybody could be dirty. Margarito had plaster wrap. See, Ego's Army's killing you. Jeff Horn, oh my gosh, the Army is killing you now. Jeff Horn, he be coming in. That's why everybody, his face, his opponent's face, minus Terrence Crawford, because he knows how to fucking box. Minus that, everybody's face look cut the fuck up. Gary Corcoran, Pacquiao, everybody's face look all fucked up fighting Jeff Horn, except for Crawford, because he knows how to matador that shit. Like, oh, okay, I'm a clinch. He's gonna try some dirty shit. Maidana was hitting Floyd in the dick. Victor Ortiz, yep. Victor Ortiz, the people, it's funny because I know my boxing and some of y'all motherfuckers don't. What people gripe about in Mayweather two-piece and Victor Ortiz for kissing him and jumping off his feet and headbutting him, Victor Ortiz has a disqualification on his resume for doing the same thing where he sucker punched somebody. But his was actually a sucker punch. Floyd, I think, was just trying to fight, and then he caught him, and he seen that Victor Ortiz, so the fighter instinct just followed with the two-piece. You know what I mean? But if you go watch, it's on YouTube. There was actually on World Star too. It was like Victor Ortiz karma. Abner Mares was hitting Joseph Becco on the dick. So exactly. So it's just funny and convenient that you named only black fighters doing dirty shit. Beyond that, this is boxing. It's a grimy, gritty sport. It's not a sport for pussies. Just like they say you can't play boxing. Robert Guerrero fought dirty versus Berto. But guess what? The referee did nothing about it. So it's at that point, Berto or whoever has to just be in the pocket and make the adjustments. So once again, you have a lot to learn. Yeah, someone said Galata versus Bo. Yeah, punching a heavyweight punching you in the dick and all this. Mike Tyson bit somebody's ear. So there's a tons of different examples of being dirty. But again, within reason, if the referee's not calling it, you have to actually fight your way out, because you can't look to the ref to save you. And truth be told, this is gonna hurt a lot of y'all. If y'all want me to hurt their feelings, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm gonna hurt Tony's feelings and a lot of you old media motherfuckers that I'm black too, by the way, all this shit. If y'all want me to hurt their feelings, I'm gonna hurt their feelings. Vasil Lomachenko. Yeah, I said it. Vasil Lomachenko. When he fought against Rigondeaux, Guillermo El Chical Rigondeaux, guess what? He had trouble hitting Rigondeaux. Therefore, he was actually doing some dirty things, like where he was pushing people. He was pushing his head down, hitting them, and rabbit punching and all types of shit. Yes, he won the fight. Yes, we haven't heard from Rigondeaux. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Rigondeaux lost. I admit he lost. I never made no excuses. But when we're talking dirty, Lomachenko was getting frustrated. That's why I didn't even understand why Rigondeaux quit in the fight or whatever. Because I'm like, his face ain't marked up. He's losing, but it didn't seem to be that bad. And if anything, his movement and getting low and shit like that was giving Lomachenko issue with the moving target, so he wasn't able to punish the smaller Rigondeaux like he wanted to, just because that Cuban style Rigondeaux just be here and just Kiki, do you love me? Do you need me? Do you never you know, he was just with them Cuban feet, Cuban dance move. Kiki, do you love me? Do you never So what are you talking about? You, like I said, it's funny how you named Tony Mosley named all black fighters to convey dirtiness. You know what I mean? What about Canelo? He just failed 2 drug tests in 1 year. What about Povetkin? He failed 2 drug tests in 1 year. But you want to talk about dirty. And again, only cite black fighters and then claim you black. Man, come on. I get you. Lomachenko wasn't accustomed to not hitting his target. That's what I'm saying. Lomachenko throws a good volume of punches. Hey, block Tony Mosley. I'm sick of it. I'm done with the clown. I've already proven him wrong. He said, you're so wrong with race. Nothing I said was wrong, because I didn't identify fighting dirty with one race. I didn't say one race does it. I said everybody does it. Get him the fuck up out of here. Shout out to my dude, Passive Student. He part of the Eagle Army from El Salvador. Shout out to El Salvador, and we always want more. The Eagles Army. Yeah, get Tony Mosley out of here. I'm not fucking arguing with him all day. But the point being in this, it's not a black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Asian thing. Fighters do whatever they feel they need to do. And sometimes that includes, like Maidana. Maidana clearly can't outbox Floyd. You've seen that in the second fight. He can't. So he tried to rough up Floyd and by any means necessary, bull rush him, swarm him, rabbit punch him in the dick. That's why Floyd Mayweather post-fight, he said, yeah, we could talk about a rematch, but Robert Garcia, tell your fighter stop hitting me in the nuts. Stop hitting me in the dick. He said something like that. You know why? Because Maidana, he couldn't outbox and out-finesse Floyd. So he tried to make his fight, and it made it a good fight. So that's why the comment is stupid. Especially, it's funny how he just named black fighters doing it. You know what I'm saying? The black channels, they fight dirty. Like, this is funny to me. Oh yeah, didn't Marcos Maidana bite his Floyd? Someone said, didn't he bite Floyd's hand? That's what I'm saying. Exactly. He bit the man's hand and all this extra shit. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so dirty is one thing, but see, this is what they do as a means to try to berate or bring down a fighter. Oh, Wilder fought dirty versus Luis Ortiz. He was rabbit punching. Bro, the rabbit punch is not why Luis Ortiz got knocked out. So, at the end of the day, if someone's fighting dirty, it's up to the ref to officiate it. And if not, you got to figure it out. I mean, even Kovalev. Look at Kovalev and Ward. Kovalev was getting frustrated in there because he couldn't, he was putting Ward in headlocks and all types of shit. You know why? Because his skill level, he's very skilled, but it's frustrating when you're in there with someone not doing what you want. Which brings me back to the title of this video. So we always connect the dots. Just to dead that subject, Abel Sanchez is trying to plant the seed that Canelo has to fight a particular way, right? Yeah, Kovalev did have rabbit punches. Canelo Alvarez, if you ever get wind of this stream, if you ever hear this, do your fucking thing. Whatever you think gives you the best chance to win, like Eminem said, fuck that, do that shit, shoot that bit. This is boxing, people. You don't fight to benefit your opponent, and the people that do usually be the ones that lose. You can't fight their fight. Golovkin's strong. He has a good jab. He's a little bit taller than Canelo, shit like that. So why is Canelo just going, oh, come on, Golovkin, hit me, you know what I mean, on some Ricardo Mayorga shit. Like, it's just stupid. Canelo, if he has the ability, like Canelo's defense is mostly his upper body movement. He did use his legs more than we're accustomed to seeing, but most of it is his head movement, and you know what I mean? He'd be looking like Chris Tucker when he was in Debo's pigeon coop. Chill, Holmes. It's Angel Dust. As soon as he said that, I started feeling funny as hell. Canelo be... Canelo. He got the head movement. He got the upper body movement. I asked Canelo, because I covered the fight as media, real shit, his last fight with Golovkin. I asked him, I said, why were you so willing to fight off the ropes? He said, because I could. That's what he told me, straight up. I got the video. I was this close to Canelo, where this camera is. This close. I could have been like, oh, Canelo, boop. You know what I mean? I was within arm's reach of Canelo. I asked him specifically, and that's what he said through a translator. He said, because I didn't feel no threat. I didn't feel like no threat of anything. So I did it because I could, basically. Shout out to my man Kamal Oz, $5 super chat. Bill Cosby says Triple G and Abel want fighters who are easy to give the pudding to. I'm done. Canelo needs to sit in one place with a hit him with the Quaalude. Shout out to Charlo and Derevchenko aren't easy like Adama, Wade, and Ishida were. And he's not coming up in weight like Ishida, Gabe Rosado, or Vanes Matarosin. Charlo has more punching power than Willie Monroe, you know, so it is what it is. Did someone really ask me who's bigger, Canelo or Jermall? That's not even a realistic question. Jermall Charlo, both of the Charlos way bigger than Canelo. What are you talking about? Some of y'all, like I said, some of y'all can answer your own questions. Charlo, both of them are way bigger than Canelo. Yeah, so we got to get to the bottom of stuff. Look at that, Jesus. He said Charlo suck. Okay, then see, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Y'all want me to put him? All right, I gotta body this man. Fuck it, I don't care if y'all want him in there. He's in the hot seat. All right, Jesus, we about to nail you to the cross. He said, when will the Charlos step up and they Canelo age? Don't play that. See, this is what they try to do. Canelo has been given opportunities based on the way he looks initially. Like, he got a lot of fanfare and stuff like that. They say, oh, we can market this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Therefore, he had a direct route to what he was trying to do. They had been putting him on Mayweather pay-per-views, building him up, right? Building him up. And the fans embraced him. Therefore, he was popular. See, y'all motherfuckers got it twisted. Y'all, especially this new generation, y'all think popularity equates to skill or opportunity or whatever. That's not how it works. Drake could be the most popular, but does that mean he could outspit Method Man or Joe Budden or, you know what I mean, whoever the person is? Who's a Kendrick, J. Cole, right? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Hey, Eminem, you know what I mean? That don't mean nothing because he's the highest growth. That's good for him. Hey, just block Jesus. The amount of comments he's putting is ridiculous. He said Charlos are ducking Hurd, and Hurd's injured right now. I don't have time for him. I thought he had some real shit to talk about, but I can see he's not on my level. So I just have to end that. He said they're ducking Hurd, but Hurd's injured and can't fight, and has been on record saying his first fight back won't be Charlo because he needs a tune-up. But Jesus just said he's ducking. But once again, Jared Hurd, rightfully so, he had some kind of shoulder injury or whatever. He said, I'm coming back. I'm not fighting Charlo. I'm going to fight a tune-up first to test out my shoulder. But you just accused the Charlo of ducking both of them. And one's not even in his division. So I can't even argue with somebody who's that moronic. Period. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. He ain't taking no prisoners. Clapping y'all dumbasses. Kamal Oz, $2 super chat. Jesus and Tony want the Bill Cosby special pudding. Hey, I'm done. So yeah, I mean, to me, it's just convenient excuse after convenient excuse of why certain fights can't happen. Oh, this guy ran. Oh, Andre Ward, he's too much for me, or his name, he has legal issues. What's that got to do with anything? Block Tony Soprano. Dumb comment after dumb comment. Tony Soprano. You ain't no soprano. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. Tony Soprano, and he didn't even spell it right. Block him. I don't want him in my shit. Anybody watching the replay, when you see people get just outright blocked, if you care, look through the comments. You'll see a variety of dumb comment after dumb comment, and we just block them. No, I'm not doing hot seat. I don't even feel like doing hot seat because these dudes aren't really saying enough. Like, they're not saying enough. You have to have a real argument. Because, see, the hot seat is getting so big and people are finding out about it that people think it's an avenue to just troll and say the most outrageous dumb shit to rile up the chat. But we're smarter than that. How are you going to beat me at a game I created? I'm going to say it again. How you going to beat me at a game I created? You know, like Cassidy said, how you going to battle me with a style that I made up? You know what I mean? So I see it. I see the tricks. some guys are just trying to troll, they don't care about getting blocked because they know they're gonna come in with another account, so they're just gonna say bullshit shit to disrupt the stream, aggravate people, get people arguing, and that was their intent all along. And listen, I don't understand personally how that benefits you. Like, I don't know what type of, if y'all got kids, jobs, or whatever, but I don't have enough time in the day to do the shit I need to do. Laundry, edits, you know what I mean, spend time with my family and my peoples. So if I don't have enough time to do shit like that, I certainly don't have enough time to build various accounts and keep coming back and getting blocked, and I don't know. But I don't know, maybe I'm just older. Because back in the day, we used to prank call people. That was fun. But it didn't really take much effort. We just call a number, hey, fuck your mother, haha, and hang up or whatever. Like, I'd like to get 16 large pizza. We just say bullshit and hang up. And this new generation, I told you. And if you ever hear someone use this, y'all know where they got it from. This new generation, I call them hack babies. H-A-C-K. They're the sequel to crack babies. See, the 80s and 90s had crack babies. You know what I mean? Test tube babies, and motherfuckers came out all fucked up. You know what I mean? Reaganomics, the Reagan era. Because the crack was an epidemic at the time. You know, I'm not saying it is anymore, but it hit the streets hard. You know what I mean? They had that blue magic. So you had a lot of crack babies, parents that gave birth to, like, mutated crack babies. Yeah, I'm not trying to laugh. I swear I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm just saying that's the reality of it. The crack epidemic hit a lot of neighborhoods very hard. So this new technologically advanced generation, they be popping pills and then get on the internet and shit. Yeah. Yeah. So I call them hack babies because they play games on the internet. That's what they want. You know what I mean? They want to pop pills and drink syrup and then get on the internet and shit like that. These hack babies are almost worse than crack babies because they're like a crack baby might just be crazy, you feel me? But they might be that same person outside, like, you know what I mean? They're just reckless or some shit because they don't have it all there. These hack babies, they're not who they pretend to be. They're not who they portray. Like, all the stuff, the venom and vitriol that they say on the internet, they would never do that in real life. They would never go up to these channels and just be like, oh, you a fucking bitch, and you know what I mean, one-on-one, you know what I mean, and just run up on somebody and just create confrontation, you know what I mean? But they'll go to Wilder's page, oh, you fucking bitch, and chat shit, your shit, you know what I mean, doing all that. So we know what that is. Listen, the absence of ass whoopings created these fake tough guys. Yeah, I used to get my ass whooped. The worst thing is when your parents make you take the switch off the tree, and then your dumb ass think you get like a little small switch. You know what I'm saying? You get a little small branch, like, oh shit, I fooled the game. I created the glitch in the matrix. But what your dumbass don't know is the small branches hurt the most because they're like aerodynamic and shit. So the parents start, you know, when the whooping start getting good to the parent, didn't I tell yo? And then they just start getting on some Zorro shit. And like I said, the small branches, the small little switches, it'd be making a noise. It's like some lightsaber shit, and parents be. My mom thought she was fucking Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. My mom thought she was Bruce. But tree and cord, damn, yeah, that's that real shit. These these new hack babies need to get that treatment. They need to be put in a dungeon No, sir. That'll be their punishment. Take them off these pills. They be having withdrawals. Oh, come on, please. Look, give me some syrup, please. I need some more Oxy, Xanax. You know what I mean? They'll lose their fucking mind. Make them go cold turkey off all these pills. I seen Lil Pump went to 7-Eleven in his boxers. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like, motherfucker, you a man getting a Slurpee in like biker short boxers, like boxer briefs. Like, what part of the game is that? And like, this is the thing, is like, this new generation, a lot of them, I'm not just trying to roast and dish, but like, how did that I guess over time, that's girls, women can only pick from the crowd that's in front of them. So that's what it's becoming, where it's like, you have all these emasculated dudes. You get what I'm saying? And then that's going to be what women start to like, I guess. Unless we get the game back. You know what I mean? You got these dudes wearing purses and, oh shit, he's so cute. He has Daisy Dukes and shit at the mall. So that's what they're going to end up, like, I guess, liking, because they're going to have to pick from that. You know what I mean? So you're going to have, like, what happened to, like, the men's men? Like, I don't know. I'm happy I came up in the era I came up. You had, like, real quality, you know what I mean? Like, you had, like, people, like, I grew up on, even though he's before my time, but, like, Bruce Lee, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bruce Willis, you know what I mean? You had, like, real life, and even before me, like, they had Clint Eastwood and Steve McQueen. Their stars, James Dean, they were, like, cool men's men type shit. You got Chuck Norris. Now, who name a young, youthful action star. Like, you know how, like, Van Damme was, and Stallone and Arnold and shit. Who's that? And don't say The Rock, because I'm talking about, like, a young generation. Because Arnold wasn't that old when he was in some of the movies. Same thing with Stallone and Wesley Snipes and stuff. Like, they was just Denzel, all these dudes. Ooh, Zac Efron. Is he the... Someone says 6'9". I'm done. We'll just stop this. Scum gang, 30 bang, 50 bang, rain, gaddy gaddy. See, he said I grew up watching Charles Bronson. Again, Death Wish, A Man's Man. Chadwick Boseman. Nah, he cool, but he did one role, Black Panther. Jason Statham's older. Jason Statham was in a movie with Ice Cube a long time ago. So I have to believe he's older, because he was in that movie, and that was hella long ago, and he looked the same. I didn't watch the new Superfly. Chadwick is 40? Oh, wow. Michael Jai White is 50? Damn. Ice Cube banged J-Lo. Where did that come from? Where'd you hear that? Oh, from Anaconda? Is that true? Hey, Cube nasty. Yay, yay. He was like, I got that Anaconda for you. Today was a good day. Hell no. New Superfly is trash. I knew they was gonna ruin it. Yeah, somebody check Jason Statham's age. Striker. That's how he be like. Striker. I'll flatten both of your bulls. Your bulls. Hold on, Alright, Jason Statham. Next time, we'll flatten all of your bulls. He's 50 years old. I knew he wasn't. I knew he was up there. Damn. That's what I'm saying. Like, what man's man? Like, who do they got? Who do the youth got? Yeah, J-Lo's still fine. Y'all nasty. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. Hold on. What else did I put in the title? Hold on. Oh, Anthony Joshua feedback. Let's talk about that real quick. Now, the reason I this is all I'm gonna say. Go to Anthony Joshua's Instagram account. Just type in Anthony Joshua. It's a verified account. You'll see the blue check mark, showing that it's verified. Go look at his most recent picture. That's your homework assignment. And then we'll come back and talk about it. And go read the comments. That's all. That's all you have to do. Just go read the comments. This is what I'm talking about, people. New media is bigger than y'all expected. Ego's army is growing stronger by the day. Like, so even though and this is the thing. The great thing about Ego's army is a lot of stuff that we start, we talk about it and we're on the front line when it's not popular opinion, before it becomes popular. Like when I first started talking about this situation and I'm like, oh, I think Team Joshua's tripping. I think Team Joshua's side is prolonging this. At first, it wasn't popular to say that. People would be like, oh, you're full of shit and stuff. But as time went on, more people started catching on, seeing the little inconsistencies and stuff like that. Bang, bang, bang. And then now it's might be a popular opinion. But we start this shit, we're trendsetters. We started when it's not popular, when it's not fashionable, when there's a lot of people who are gonna contest what you have to say. Now it's not the case. So that's what I'm saying. These other channels that are constantly not telling the truth and name calling Wilder and all this type of stuff is looking bad for them. Ego, you need to start interviewing boxers. I do interview boxers. Get out of here. Who are you? Who are you? Like, honestly. Motherfucker say you need to start interviewing boxers. What? What are you talking about? But anyway, just go look. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I don't have to say nothing else. Go to his most recent picture and just read through the fans' comments. A few subscriptions away from 140K. Keep grinding. You know we working. Is this the perfect specimen of a man? Yeah. What do you think Ego does if he don't interview boxers? Some of these people want you to be opinionless, spineless twerps. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to have, like, listen, when I go to the fights, I get love. Like, you know what I mean? I have personal, I don't have to name call, or people know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like fighters, I see them, oh, keep doing your thing. Referee, I told you. I had somebody at the Earl Spence fight, I'm not going to reveal who, somebody from Showtime. He's like, man, god damn, you're funny. Blah, blah, blah. He worked for Showtime. So, you know, there's a lot of people in the game, they want to be in this position. We work for this. Ego's army. So, any advice on getting to 140K? Well, what you just said, throw that shit out the window. Throw that out the window. Don't look. This is the mistake. I'm gonna drop a gem for y'all real quick, because I like to help out my community. Don't create false standards or expectations. You just said any tips to get to 140K. That's my number. I put in the work to get to that number. So conveniently, your number shouldn't be my number. Your number should be, if you're starting, let's say you're a new channel, don't worry about 140K, because you don't know if or when that'll happen. Set a more realistic goal. If you have a channel you just started or whatever, you have 50 subs, what's a realistic number that you think you could get to? You know what I mean? Start off small, like 1,500, see how that goes, and then build up from there. Too often people want to compare themselves and contrast, like, oh, this channel's good, but I could do this better and shit, and they try to compare themselves, but it takes work. So that's not a realistic expectation to get on the platform and expect to do 100K just off the gates. I mean, maybe for some people it works out like that, but I think more often than not, it's not going to happen that way. So set more realistic goals, be passionate, be consistent, and be you. Nobody wants a clone. Like, why, if I'm the one doing certain things, Ego Weight Watchers and just different stuff like that. And I start certain trends or whatever, do impersonations. Like, why they want to go to your channel for the same thing? Some people might, but at the end of the day, like, some people take concepts that I've done and try to beat me to it. Like, I do the 7 reasons and they'll try to put out their own 3 reasons or 8 reasons, 7, 6 reasons and shit like that. But the fans know who started that. They know who that comes from. So just because you beat me to, you just look like you clout chasing. You know what I mean? Like I said, some people doing the ego Weight Watchers, they just don't call it ego Weight Watchers. But they know, the fans know who started that. So just be original. Instead of trying to conquer what's already been conquered, instead of trying to do a trend somebody else created, start trying to find out how you can create your own trends. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't wait. Like, who? Let's do a survey. Name somebody that does what I do in the field of boxing that had 7 reasons or ego Weight Watchers or First Look. Tale of the Tape, ego Weight Watchers, or something like that. Right? Who was doing that? Anybody? These motherfuckers just throwing out names. So Dante's Boxing Nation, that's my dude, but he does Tale of the Tapes. That's my dude, and I've never seen him do that. Right? He doesn't do the Weight Watchers. So, you know, he has his own. He has something that here's an example since you brought him up. He has something called Spar Wars. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was just like getting access to gyms and then putting in people's sparring and then came up with the clever title. See, he said, the fan just said, I like Dante, but he doesn't do that. Stop making up shit. That's what I'm saying. These dudes they know what it is. See, that's how you know when motherfuckers be hating, because instead of just giving credit where something originated, they have to lie and make something up. Like I said, Dante got his own catalog of things he does, like the Spar Wars. That's clever. Nobody else, to my knowledge, in boxing was really doing that and doing it consistently, and he ran with that. You know what I'm saying? Putting girls and shit at the front of his videos. That's his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing that. Just, oh, hi, you're watching Dante, blah, blah, blah. Doom, doom, doom. That's his shit. That's what I'm saying. Be your own person. So people like Dante, people like myself, we didn't wait for someone else to do whatever and then start doing it. We start doing it because we wanted to do it. Because we pioneered certain things. It is what it is, people. So that's my advice for new channels. Just be real, be truthful too, because y'all see what happens to them. I promise you, when this Joshua Wilde situation, I promise you, we'll see who, when the dust settles and the smoke clears, right? We'll see what channels remain. And that's my time, y'all. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Smash the like button. And we out. Peace out.